Hello learners. Now let's start discussing the next key point. Let's go to the next shape, which is the polygon tool. I'll turn off the rest of the shape, and I'll make this as solo along with the background as solo. This is what we have. I'll change the color. Over here, if you come and if I expand this and go to Polystar, this is the outer radius, this is the outer roundness. So you can create some shapes like this as well, which are actually funky. Let me scale this down a bit and let me add the outer radius as well as the roundness. This is how you can see the animation of it as well. Then again, Control C and Control V for this, for copying the shape, the keyframes. Just right click on the keyframe assistant, easy ease, so your animation will be easy ease. This is how you can play with these shapes. You can change the color. If you do not want the strokes, or if you want to lighten down the stroke, you can do that as well. This completely depends on your requirement, what exactly you are looking towards. So you can also work with the polygon tool over here, which was there.
Thank you. Hello learners.
In this video, we will be learning about morphing the shapes. So as we have already learned to create shapes such as rectangle as well as circle or ellipse, now we will be learning about how to morph them. First, let me take a rectangle tool over here with this color, which is say blue, and I'll just draw a shape here. This is what the shape looks like, which is this. What I'll do is I'll go to align and I'll say that it should be on the middle of the composition, and then I'll be drawing ellipse tool as well. Make sure you're drawing this ellipse tool not in the same shape layer, and it's a different layer. Now we have got two shapes over here. First is the ellipse. Let me just hit enter and rename this layer to ellipse and this as a rectangle. So we've got two layers now. Inside that, you need to expand this ellipse path over here, and the same inside rectangle. You'll be seeing an option which is ellipse path 1. What you need to do is you need to select this with your left mouse button and just right click here, and there's an option of convert to Bezier path. Just click here. Now you get path 1, and the same treatment will do for rectangle path 1. Right click, convert to Bezier path, and now we get path 1 over here. Say for example, I make this composition to maybe 5 seconds, and I say right click here, and then I say trim comp to work area. So this is my CTI, which is the current time indicator. So this actually denotes the time here. Now what I want is I'll be adding a keyframe here on both the paths for the ellipse as well as for the rectangle. I'll come till here maybe 1 second, and again I'll be adding a keyframe. Now what I need to do is I'll just copy this keyframe which is for the rectangle, so this over here. I'll just right click, or maybe I'll just control C this. I'll delete this keyframe over here, and I'll select this path, and then I'll do a control V. Right now if you see, we are getting this, but what we need to do is we actually need to hide this layer which is the rectangle. From circle, it's becoming something like this. What you need to do is it's getting slightly offset on the position. What you can do is you can go to P as well. I can just select U, which will show all the animated properties. Just add keyframe over here, and then add keyframe over here. So in this position over here, you can just align this. Now if you see, the position is intact, and we get something like this. Now what you can do is you can actually make this animation more nice by right clicking here, keyframe assistant on the keyframes, and then easy ease. You get a very smooth animation. Again, if you want, you can make this slightly fast. Now let me see if I can actually add some reverse animation to this. Let me copy the first keyframe. So let me copy the first keyframe of my ellipse, control C. I'll delete this rectangle over here, which is the keyframe of this. I'll go here and I'll say control C and then control V on this path. And if I turn this on now, sorry, this was the position. However, we had to copy the Bezier path over here, which was this. Just right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease. Now the animation looks very smooth. Now for rectangle over here, just delete this. We can come here and just can copy this, go to this frame and just paste this. And if I turn this off, now my rectangle turns to circle.
We will wrap up this part here and continue in the next segment. Thank you. Hello learners. Now let's start discussing the next key point.
You can have another treatment for this. If I turn both of these layers on, this layer I need to actually stretch it till here, and overall position I can actually offset this a bit. overall scale this. So if I want, I can have a different color as well. For the first circle over here, it's becoming from circle to rectangle, and this starts from rectangle to circle. Just let me add some shape over here or some styles. Layer styles, right click on that and you can say outer glow, and inside my outer glow over here, change this, increase the spread size. The same layer style I can copy as well. Over here I just need to change the color to pink inside my outer glow option. Please select a lighter version. Yeah. So I've just duplicated this and I'm having another version of this. Let me change the outer glow. Inside my layer styles, I'll change the color of this. Yeah. If you see, we get this first.
We will wrap up this part here and continue in the next segment.
Thank you.